people that play there, they are football players, but they are celebrities, influencers, very, very famous, highly sought after people. So it's becoming this really almost like, fully camera equipped prison like facility if you look at the details. The height of the fence, all these cameras, the white sort of visual blocking, so none of these players can escape. Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode. This episode will be devoted to the Champions League final that's coming up on the 1st of June, and that will be happening here in the famous Wembley Stadium in Wembley in London, the famous arch. In this final match, one team that was expected, perhaps, to be in the final, because it often has been and often won the trophy, will be playing, that is Real Madrid. And the other team, Borussia Dortmund, perhaps is a little bit of a surprise. So I thought in this video, I will go backstage, behind the scenes, and see where both teams are training, usually. See the facilities they use to prepare themselves for the games. And yeah, I will try to not be too tempted to make a prediction. I wish Dortmund would win, but I think Madrid will. Well, that's enough from my prediction. Let's get right into it. Dortmund. I would say we start with Dortmund, the underdog, if you like. A fairly big city here in the west of Germany. The training grounds, similar as you will see to Real Madrid's training ground, are newly developed area, loads of football fields for different trainings, new building, new training facility. And I sure hope I can find it. Yes, I can. Here we have it. BVB Training Center. I have a few more information, articles for you, but I want to give it an aerial view before. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fully sized, full-scale football fields and 2 smaller ones. And of course you see that, how is it called, the 16-yard box is also painted the other way, so you can move these goals and play also basically on some of the fields twice against one another. You see these lines painted here that, are the scaled down versions of these ones. Excuse me, I'm a little bit rusty in doing this. I haven't been doing these kind of videos as much as I should have done, and on top of that, I'm just coming from the sauna. So I'm a little bit puzzled, easily puzzled, and in complete Zen mode in my mind. But anyway, let's just see from the map a little bit how it looks in this area. As I said, this is completely new, kind of like a modern day industrial area, I guess. There are all sorts of other smaller companies, offices nearby, like a newly developed industrial park as it exists in so many other places in Germany, and almost always looks like this. Well, this building apparently belongs already to Dortmund, but here, Anmeldung, I guess you can sort of register as a visitor center. What we can also see is that here on the sign it says Profi-Abteilung, which is Department for Professionals. So maybe all the players go through here. We of course can't do that. Here's the youth department and under 23 players. So I think that with these big modern day football teams, the idea is to like bring the professional players and the youth teams, the medics and the coaches all together in one room, have a fitness room, different fitness rooms. There's a sort of wholeness to the training facilities of modern day football clubs, where everything is basically together. It's like a giant sports spa with strategy and tactic seminar rooms. It's its own little village world, you could even say. Yeah, so this is how it looks. Here you see some official cars of Borussia Dortmund. I guess here is also perhaps where signature autograph hunters stand when the players leave the facilities. I am not too sure about that. Let's have a little bit a look around here, how it looks, just to give you a sort of phenomenological first impression. By that I mean looking at what we see and trying to derive some information about that simply visually. Alright, here we cannot go any further, then we have to go the other way. By the way, all these gates are still part of it. Gigantic area. I shall do my usual map measurements in a little while. And I think what also plays us in the cards now, I don't know if this is an expression in English as well, but basically what benefits this footage is that it is very sunny. And I guess that even in Dortmund on a sunny day, things look kind of alright. Wild balconies. A little bit strange given that didn't Dortmund also have a jersey that had these like zebra kind of stripes? Not in black and white, but this almost makes me think that this has something to do with the training facility, as if not necessarily that players are living here, although I guess they could. But somehow it might be a reference to some jerseys or something, Yeah, completely new area. I don't think we can see anything more. Maybe if you live somewhere up here, or up here you can see the players training. This is not necessarily the best place for that, but let's have a look on some other sites here. Yeah, again, there are trees planted. It's very secret facilities, football training grounds these days anyways. There's a little bit of more room. I think if we look at who owns the properties, this is probably one big plot of land that is owned now by Borussia Dortmund Football Club. There's a golf field nearby, a golf club. And yeah, I want to give you some measurements before I give you some actual information as to what exists here. 500 meters, 300. Yeah. So now you have an idea. 500, 300, 400. Well, I'm not saying too much if I say it's big. How far away is it from the stadium? Well, the stadium is here. A 16-minute drive. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but the stadium is probably a bit older. I know this is a relatively new building, but maybe there was always a stadium. And of course, there's not enough space, same in Madrid, for sure to build the training facilities anywhere near that, and maybe it's not even wanted. I know that I have checked in the past some clubs from the Premier League, and the stadiums and the training facilities were very far apart. Think of Manchester United or Chelsea, for example. If you're interested or you're from Dortmund or you would like to go like Jamie Carragher did, you can see here when there's public training sessions planned. It says not every training is public, but some of them are. That the players sign autographs except when it rains. You can take a selfie with the players. It gives you all the FAQs you would want. Can I bring bags or paper bags? Yes, you can bring a bottle to the public trading session. Is there anything to eat? No, but you can purchase something. Very attentive, very high quality of information of like all these different details as you would expect from a traditional friendly club such as Dortmund. And here on the website of an architectural office, I have found these facilities, at least some of it. I don't know if all was built in one kind of go, or it was maybe all the buildings renovated, newer buildings added. But anyway, they give a pretty good description of what is going on there. With the new training building for the professional department, the training conditions for all teams can be further optimized. This is, by the way, Google translated, so don't be surprised if it doesn't add up to proper English here or there. Same like my speech, basically. In total, the approximately 1,000 square meters of usable space on the 2 floors is divided into sports and lounge areas. This concerns mainly this building here, which on the map, now I have lost it a little bit again. This building that we are looking at, in my understanding of the situation, is this. We cannot see that, but I think it might be this. Yeah. Not this one, but I think it's just behind that. Either way, it's one of these main buildings that are kind of located in the interior, like on the inside, a little bit hidden from the public. Yeah, 1,000 square meters, 2 floors, sports lounge, players changing room, massage, medical area, sauna, relaxation zones, service function, trainers, coaches, changing rooms, 2-story weight and fitness room, separate evaluation room. So everything, everything you have ever seen. Here it also says unconditional commitment, passionate obsession, determination regardless of the course of the game. These are just 3 of 7 points that Jurgen Klopp once had the team write on a flip chart. All players had to sign the paper promising that they would put 100% of their quality at the service of the team. These 7 dots are now emblazoned on the yellow wall in the entrance area of the professional new training center, right next to the BVB 09 sign and the words "Real Love" on the yellow wall in the entrance area. Yeah, I guess we cannot see that. At least not. Should we click through these images? You see it's clean, wooden, 2011 with Jurgen Klopp. They won the Bundesliga. Looks very homey in a way, huh? Very nice, very clean. Second construction phase, 2010 to 2011. So this is 10-15 years old, I guess, roundabout. The players can spend the day after training in the professional center, all important lounge areas such as relaxation and massage rooms on the ground floor. Yeah, I think you kind of understand that there's not like one training in a day and then the player goes home. It's more like you come in the morning, you do a bit of weight training, then you have some, proper training on the field, then you have maybe some massage, then you eat lunch, you eat dinner, you go to the sauna, and then, it's kind of becomes like a sort of 9 to 5 job on a regular weekday during the season. And the building sort of reflects that. Let's go to Real Madrid, I would say. Now, Real Madrid, the big club that it is, has a whole Wikipedia article about the Ciudad Real Madrid, the city, Real Madrid city. This is the training complex located outside of Madrid, near an airport, also hosting the club's youth academy, and it replaced an older facility named Ciudad Deportiva. The Real Madrid first team residential building at Real Madrid Sports City is 8,300 square meters in size, much bigger than in Dortmund, and has 57 rooms distributed across the first and second floors, each with their own lounge area and terrace. The building also has a cinema, a dining room capable of accommodating 54 people, a common rest area, a climate-controlled pool, reception, 2 guest rooms, and several common terraces. It says more about the youth team residence. You see the vocabulary, it's called a residence, a sports city. The vocabulary shapes what they want to express. This is from 2005 already. 100 million have been spent for this. On the Real Madrid website, you see how big it actually is. And also, again, a very nice description of what's going on here. I will go through that shortly before we look at it at the map. Don't worry, I will put all these links in the description. If you're a hardcore fan of either one of these teams and didn't know these websites and you want to have a read yourself, you can do that. So as I said, this is from 2005. Here's the names of the architects. I guess maybe it's an honorable thing to do. Not as honorable as renovating the Bernabeu Stadium, which would be worth a look on its own. Still, if you're an architect and fan of the club, this is the job you want to get. The complex is situated in a very special place, one of the most promising areas of the future of Madrid. Similar like in Dortmund, it is also in a sort of, I call it a modern day industrial park again, which is kind of interesting. The complex has an area of 1,200,000 square meters. It is 10 times bigger than the old Real Madrid Sports City, 40 times bigger than the Santiago Bernabeu, 16 times bigger than the Red Square in Moscow, 2.7 times bigger than the Vatican, and 1.6 times bigger than the Forbidden City in Beijing. Geographically, my heart is beating fast reading someone having written such a thing. I also have to smirk a little bit that everything is measured in football fields. There was this German documentary show on the television, which was called Galileo, and they measured everything in football fields. This swimming pool has the size of 2.5 football fields. So football fields became this measurement, and similar here. This giant T-shaped building has some 9,000 square meters. We're not sure. Some 9,000 square meters of space, and contains dressing rooms, gymnasiums, classrooms, conference rooms, offices, a hydrotherapy pool, and a medical center press area. Blah blah blah. There are 10 grass and AstroTurf football pitches surrounded by stands with a capacity for more than 11,000 spectators. That's bigger than some other professional teams' stadium. The sports complex has put Real Madrid at the forefront of world training facilities, and there is nowhere else quite like it. Oh, I believe you. It goes very much into detail. I really appreciate it. I will not go so much into detail. I will rather now jump to the map and take a little bit of joy from trying to find it without typing it, which will be very hard. The stadium looks like this, by the way. I guess most of you just see it from inside, like I do when I watch football, but it kind of looked like this. and now looks like this. It's still the same thing as far as I understand, just renovated. Correct me if I'm completely wrong on that. Now, the training facilities, similar to Dortmund, are a bit out of the city. But can I find them? What kind of round thing is that here? Some racetrack. Can I find it? Here's the airport, but it's not... Is it next to this airport? Barajas. Alright. So we are close-ish. Ciudad Deportivo de Real Madrid. Well, I guess here we are for all I know. This is the T-shaped building, T that faces west. And we are counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 full-sized soccer grounds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, depending how you count. A few smaller ones. Giant area. Just to give you an idea, Dortmund was 500 meters. This is more in both directions. And let's have a look from the map. See what we can find. Not much. In any case, there's a visual barrier. It's all secret. I mean, for Real Madrid, but I guess also a little bit for Dortmund, the people that play there, they are football players, but they are celebrities, influencers, very, very famous, highly sought after people. So it's becoming this really almost like, you know, fully camera equipped prison-like facility if you look at the details. You know, the height of the fence, all these cameras, the white sort of visual blocking, so none of these players can escape. But let's just go a little bit along. Of course, weather-wise, complete banger again, very hot. We know because this guy is standing in the shade there. Very clean architecture. Loads of parking lots, very big streets. I guess somehow as European cities expand, they expand with areas such as this one, kind of large-scale industrial land developments, and having the training facilities of a football team is probably the lesser of all the evils that could be at the outskirts of a modern-day European city. Could also be a big medical company, a pharma company. You know, so I guess this is quite interesting, and yeah, I mean, you can really start also the development of such a sort of suburban area by attracting such a big company in the end, a company that wants to make money. Wow, look at this. Just out of curiosity, what are we looking at there? Centro de Control ou Explotación. Well, here we cannot get any closer. Let's go to the proper, what I would think is the proper or not. Is it here where the players are arriving? Can you buy tickets here? I really thought there would be more to see here. Acceso Área Deportiva. Well, I mean, this might be the main entrance. It might also not be. How would I know? I have never been here. What's going on here? Nothing. I mean, this looks just gigantic. In all honesty. Let's try to see if we can. No. I mean, Dortmund seemed relatively comprehensive. In my mind, this is just a very big place. And I'm not even sure how... Now here's the parking. Here's the stadium. But if the main complex is here, I guess... This might be the main entrance here, right? Place where we... Well, we can't really get close, but... I suppose that players would be maybe coming through... through this street here, I guess, wouldn't they? Where the parking is. Yeah, through here. And then somewhere here are the buildings. By buildings, I mean mainly this one. There are no other pictures or big noteworthy other buildings. Now, how far away is it from the stadium? Sorry. Ciudad Deportivo. 23 minutes, a little bit further, but also, just like in Dortmund's stadium and training facilities, are both similarly located towards one another and in the city. Training a little bit outside stadium. But anyway, these teams will be training very hard and they're great facilities. Obviously, Real Madrid's is a little bit more fancy than Dortmund's, but I think you can see that these teams invest and believe a lot in themselves, because why otherwise would they be doing it anyway, playing football. And they will be flying to London. Sometimes teams then train at the city where the match is, perhaps arrive a few days earlier. And I don't know if you have seen these videos. We'll have a retrofitted hotel lobby lounge seminar room where they play some foot golf or something like this. If I find an image of such a thing, I will post it right now into this video. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know, whom are you supporting? Are you even caring about it? Chances are that you are not. Have you ever been to any of these training facilities? Are there any other training facilities that I should really have a look at? Or is this already the future? Is this how it looks? Is this how far we've come from training on a lawn with your national team next to a supermarket? Thanks for watching, and I see you when I see you. Bye bye.